let's jump on this bike. Let me give you guys some angles. Make sure I don't have anything on me to scratch this bike because I'm broke. I can't afford to pay for it. I'm poor, I'm broke, and I can't pay for this bike. So let me not scratch it. Make sure I ain't got nothing on me. Let's go. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are again over here at Pags. Yeah, I know, I'm always at Pags, right? Because they got good bikes. What do you want me to say? They got good bikes at Pags. All right, let's get to the video. Today on the channel, we are doing the 2026 KTM Super Duke R EVO. Yeah, boy, let's get it. All right guys, so the Super Duke is gonna be coming in two colors. I think they always come in two colors. It's KTM. They don't really do a whole lot of colors, except for maybe they add a little splash of blue every once in a while. But this Super Duke is coming in two colors. You're gonna get it in orange, and you get it in the black. That's it, just the orange and the black. All right, let's talk about this engine. This is the 1350. I know it says 1390, but this is actually 1350 cc's. It's a two-cylinder and it is V-twin. So I think it's diametrically opposed, they call it. I am not exactly sure, but I know it's a 70-degree angle, the V-twin, and this is going to give you 187 horsepower. Torque and all that stuff, I'll annotate it in here. All right, let's move on to something else. All right guys, this bike is going to be chain driven, of course, and it's going to give you a 6-speed transmission with a single side swing arm. I like how the swing arm looks, and I like how the back wheel looks. It looks really nice. I'll show you all that. Now let's move on to the wheels and stuff. All right guys, let's talk about this front wheel. On this one, you're going to get a 120 by 70 17. It's a 17-inch cast aluminum wheel with a Michelin 120 by 70 17 tire. All right, let's talk about these brakes. On this one, you're gonna get a 320 millimeter dual disc Brembo calipers on this one. 4-piston Brembo calipers on this. And now let's move on to the shocks on this one. All right guys, let's move on to these shocks. These are Apex shocks. I like how they look. They look pretty goddamn cool. So these are Apex shocks. You're gonna get 48 millimeter Apex shocks, semi-active Gen 3 with 4.92 inches of travel. So 4.92 inches of travel in the front shocks. All right guys, let's talk about this gas tank. On this bike, you're gonna get a pretty decent sized gas tank. It's gonna be 4.62 gallons. It is a super bike, so this tank is ideal for street racing. Because yeah, that's what this bike is for. This bike is for getting in there, getting it done. All right, let's move on guys, let's move to the back of the bike. All right guys, let's talk about this back wheel. This back wheel is the same as the front. It's cast aluminum 17 inches. But with the tires now, the tires are the same Michelin, but this one is 200 by 55 17. So it's a wider tire in the back. It's pretty cool. We'll take a look at it. I'll show you what it looks like. But now we're gonna move on to the brakes. All right guys, the brakes on this one is gonna be the same Brembo brakes, but this one is gonna be a 240 single disc with a one single piston caliper Brembo. All right, let's move on to, what are we gonna move on to? We're gonna move on to something else. Oh, we're gonna move on to the suspension. All right guys, let's talk about this, this rear suspension. This is the same Apex, but with a single link, and it's fully adjustable. I kind of like whatchamacallit, kind of like the suspension on this bike, the Apex suspension. I don't know, it's something about it. It looks really pretty the way it's put together, everything with the colors and everything. And the design package and everything, it looks pretty good. So this is a single link, fully adjustable. This is also semi-active Gen 3 with 5.51 inches of travel on this one as well. All right guys, it's about that time we get into the seat height of this bike. I'm gonna jump on a bike, you know, I love to give you different angles. and they're gonna show you the different angles of this bike. This bike is a 32.8 inches of seat height, but I am 5'10", 32 inches seam. I'm gonna jump on this bike, show you what I look like. All right, let's jump on this bike. Let me give you guys some angles. Make sure I don't have anything on me to scratch this bike, because I'm broke. I can't afford to pay for it. I'm poor, I'm broke, and I can't pay for this bike, so let me not scratch it. Make sure I ain't got nothing on me. Let's go. All right guys, 5'10", 32 inch inseam, and this bike is 32.8 inches high. Let me jump on it, show you what I look like, my fit on this bike. So I am able to flat foot the bike. Slight bend in my knees from this angle. Let me give you a different angle. All right guys, again, 5'10", 32 inch inseam. Like I just mentioned, I wasn't able to get the rake of this bike. I think I said rake, right guys? Rake. I wasn't able to get the rake, but I was able to get the trail. The trail of this bike is 3.9 inches. All right, so this is me from behind, still flat footed, as you can see from both sides. You can see my feet from both sides of the bike. We're gonna put it in the front now and show you what we got. All right, here we go again. Front angle, well, not fully front, but more like a side profile, frontish angle for you. 32.9 or 32.8, I forget. Anyway, it's annotated in there, because I gotta bring like a sieve. All right. Unfortunately, guys, because of all the regulations with KTM, they do not allow the dealerships to start these bikes until it's actually sold, which is kind of weird. So it means like you can't actually test ride these bikes. You can't come in and turn on the bikes and look at the dash, any of that stuff anymore. It's all regulated now. I have no idea why KTM is doing that, but it is what it is. But what I will do, I will go over and show you the controls on the bike. That's as much as I can do. I can't show you the dash like I usually like to do, and I can't show you the lights. But this bike is a full LED lighting system. All right, let me show you the controls on the bike. All right, what we have here, guys, is the set for the cruise control. We have the horn right here, and we have your turn signals on and off, and we have the 5-way controls for the menu. We have the back menu button, and we have the cruise control button right here. In the back of the controls, you're gonna get the high beam, low beam, and pass. And under that, you're gonna get the set button for the cruise control. All right, guys, on the right side of the bike, you're gonna have the start and stop button. You're gonna have the lock button to lock the neck. And we're gonna have your 4 ways right here in the top. And beside that is the C2 and C1. I believe these are ride modes. Now these clutch and brakes levers are adjustable. So you'll be able to adjust them from right here, and they're even numbered. So this is the brake over here, and it is adjustable and it's numbered. Also, guys, the clutch is also adjustable. It's not numbered like the brake is, but you can see right here there are adjustments in the back for the clutch as well. Now check out the lights, guys. The lights in this bike, you've got the lights around the edges, the daytime running lights, the high beam and low beam lights. And this whole setup here gives you that aggressive, mean look when the lights are on. Unfortunately, guys, I can't turn the lights on. All right, guys, the lights in the back. You see the lights? They are LED lights in the back. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get your number plate light under, and you're gonna get the reflector right here, and the number plate holder right here. It looks very sleek. Now look at look at the shocks. I told you about these shocks earlier, and I also gave you some B-roll of these shocks, but let's look at these shocks again. Because I had mentioned, I love how these shocks look. I like how they did the shocks. The springs are white. This setup here, I love this this sticker. Look, it's the small things, it's the little details, right? For me, it's the little details. This sticker right here with all the information for the shock, the white shock. How many other bikes you know that they take the time to paint the shocks? I mean, to take the time to paint the springs, right? These springs are white. How many other bikes can you honestly say from any of the Japanese bikes like Yamaha, Honda, all them other bikes, right? Yeah, I know some of them may come, but white, yeah, this is pretty awesome. So on this bike, guys, you're gonna get a peep sight for the oil, and as you can see, it's notched on the edges. All you gotta do is turn the bike, lean the bike, and it'll show you the level of the oil, which I think is pretty cool. Not many bikes come with this feature. I think all bikes should come with this feature, so you don't have to keep opening up the stick every time you want to check the level of oil. This is pretty cool. I like that a lot. Now this bike, guys, is going to come with a fan for the radiator. As you can see right here, I think it's one fan though, and the radiator is like a little concave. There's not enough room to put multiple fans, but they do have this one fan for the radiator. So not only are you going to get wind cooling, you're also going to get this fan cooling as well. Remember I was mentioning to you how I like how KTM did their shocks? Look, you got some red over here, some red accents right here. You got some blue accents right here, and you still got the APX sticker right here. They took the time and they did this, and they did this pretty good. I like these accents. These little things make the bike stand out a lot. Look at the key fob. Look at the key fob. The key fob looks like a key fob for a car. This looks like a car key fob, doesn't it? Yeah. Pretty cool. All right, guys, let's jump over to the website, look at some more stuff, and then we're gonna come back and end off the video. Look at this stabilizer shock right here. I think that's what you call it, stabilizer shock. I'm not really sure, but yeah. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I thought it was ignition coils. I don't know. If any mechanics out there could tell us what this is, that'd be cool. Look at the size of the exhaust. Look at my hand compared to the exhaust. Look at how big that is. How big that is. That's huge. I thought it would have an Akapovich, but I guess they don't want to put Akapovich on this. Yeah, I guess they don't want to spend any unnecessary money when they could just build their own exhaust systems, their own mufflers and stuff. Okay guys, remember I was telling you about the colors on the bike? So they don't even mention the color of the bike. You can just see it here, orange. I do not know why this is that they wouldn't put like a color on the bike, but here you can see the orange in different angles, which is pretty cool. I do wish though that they had put the name of the color. I know it's orange and we know it's black, but you know, like, it might be a different color black, it might be a different color orange. They might call it burnt orange or some other kind of orange. This black might be metallic, it might be, you know, everybody has different names for their blacks, but they don't give you a name. At least on the website you don't see a name on the bike. So this is what the bike looks from different angles on the website. They get some more stuff over here. Adjustability, colorway, and graphics. Oh, they still don't mention it. 31 years of the dude, colorways and graphics. The feature, color, drawings, and 30 orange. Oh, the iconic orange colorway is inspired by its ancestral KTM. But you know, they just say orange. They still don't give you a goddamn color. So yeah, we know it's a naked bike. We know we got full LED lighting system in the front. We know all that already. Been there already. All right, and this is the site profile. Even to change the exhaust on this one, I don't know if you can buy the exhaust. If you can buy this exhaust on their website. They talk about the engine over here, the displacement, the 1-to-1 power to weight ratio. They talk about the air intake right here, because we all know the air intake. I think the air intake is like up front because it drafts from inside of the lights, if I can remember correctly. So the wind comes into the lights and it goes into the intake air box. What else we got here? Rain mode. Okay, so this bike comes with different modes. All right, guys, so this bike is gonna come in rain mode. It's gonna come in street mode. It's gonna come in sport mode, off-road mode, rally mode, and custom modes. That I could not show you. I could not show you that on the bike because the bike doesn't even have a battery to start it up, so I can show you the lights in the dash, because you know I love to show you the dash, because how many people get to sit there and show you all the features on the dash? And that's what I like to do. I like to show you all the features on the dash. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think this gives you the fuel economy. No, it does not give you that seat tank. You don't get fuel, you don't get fuel, you don't get MPGs. They don't tell you about the MPGs, but they tell you about the ergonomics and all that stuff. Yeah, mostly the controls, the frame, Gen 3 semi-active suspension. I told you that already. And here's a look at the suspension out of the bike. Here's a look at the back, the white shock that they do, the piggyback system right here. It's all pretty cool. I like the aesthetics of the shocks. I like how they do it. And here's some stuff you can buy. You can buy seats, alarm systems if you want, wireless charging. This is a new ignition thing you can put on there. Smartphone universal case, and a whole bunch of other things you can buy. I guess we can go look at that later. But now let's get into the price of this bike. What is the price of this bike? Let's get up to the top. So guys, this bike is gonna run you $22,149, and it's gonna have a destination charge of $800, bringing that to $949. All right, now you can book test rides. I don't know where. They say you can book test rides, but I meant the dealership didn't even have a battery in any of the KTMs, because they were telling me KTM does not allow them to put batteries in it until the bike is actually sold. So test riding, I don't know how that works. Maybe there's a demo bike at a dealership you can go test ride somewhere. Maybe some dealership has demo bikes, but my dealership did not have a demo bike. Alright guys, let's run back and end off this video. Alright guys, we're gonna call that a wrap on the KTM. We got a little sneak peek of this Stark over here. We're gonna have one of the guys tell us about this Stark really quick. But yeah, and that's gonna be about it. So what do you call that? I don't know. Alright guys, if you made it this far into the video, as always, I appreciate you, man. I will try to do some more bikes over here, because we got a lot of stuff over here. And I will see you in the next one, man. Peace.